A very good afternoon, everybody. We are working with interface in Java. In our last tutorial, we have discussed abstract class, which is used for achieving partial abstraction. Unlike abstract class, an interface is used for full abstraction. Abstraction is a process where you show only relevant data and hide unnecessary details of an object from the user. In this tutorial, we are going to cover what is interface in Java and why we use it, and what are the rules we must follow while using interface. Interface looks like a class, but it is not a class. An interface have methods and variables just like a class, but method declare an interface by default abstract, only method signature, no body. In our previous section, we have discussed abstract. The similar wise we declare functions in interface. The variables declared in interface are public, static, and final by default. So why we use interface in Java? As mentioned above, they are used for full abstraction. Since methods in interface do not have body, they have to be implemented by the class before you can access them. The class that implements interface must implement all the methods of that interface. Also, Java programming language does not allow you to extend more than one class. However, you can implement more than one interfaces in your class. It can be taken as multiple inheritance in Java. Now, this is the syntax of interface. We define by the name of the class interface. We just have a definition of the declaration of the functions. This is how a class implements an interface, and it has to provide the body of all the methods that are declared in interface. Or in other words, you can say that class has to implement all the methods of interface. Class implements interface, but an interface extends into another interface. We have a class, we have a declaration of methods, we have another class which implements interface. Now in this section we have defined the functions, created the object and called the functions. An interface cannot implement another interface, it has to extend another interface. Now, where we have two interfaces, INF1 and INF2. INF2 extends INF1. If class implements the INF2, it has to provide implementation of all the methods of interfaces. We have interface, we have another interface which is extending the previous interface. Now you can see that we have another class which is implementing the interface that we have defined. Even though this class is only implementing the interface INF2, it has to implement all the methods of INF1 as well, because the interface INF2 extends INF2 F1. So in this we have defined all the functions, created the object, and now we can use the functions. Tag or marker interface in Java. An empty interface is known as tag or marker interface. For example, serializable, event listener, remote are tag interfaces. These interfaces do not have any field and methods in it. Nested interfaces. An interfaces which is declared inside another interface or class is called nested interface. These are also known as inner interface. For example, entry interface in collections framework is declared inside map interface. That is why we do not use directly. Rather, we use it like this, map entry. Here are key points to remember about interfaces. We cannot instantiate an interface in class. This means that we cannot create an object of an interface. Interface provides full abstraction, as none of its methods have body. On the other hand, abstract class provides partial abstraction, as it can have abstract and concentrate method with body. Implements keyword is used by classes to implement an interface. While providing implementation in class of any method of an interface, it needs to be mentioned as public. Class that implements any interface must implement all methods of that interface, else the class should be declared abstract. Interface cannot be declared as private, protected, or transitant. All the interface methods are by default abstract and public. Variables declared in interface are public, static, and final by default. Now let us have a look to the interface. All the above statements are identical. Interface variables must be initialized at the time of declaration, otherwise compiler will throw an error. Above code will throw a compile time error as the value of the variable x is not initialized at the time of declaration. Inside any implementation class, you cannot change the variables declared in interface because by default, they are public, static, and final. Here we are implementing the interface, try which has a variable x. When we try to set the value of variable x, we got compilation error as the variable x is public, static, final by default, and final variables cannot be reinitialized. Class sample implements try. An interface can extend an interface without but cannot implement it. Class implements interface and interface extends interface. A class can implement any number of interfaces. If there are two or more same methods in two interfaces, a class implements both interfaces. Implementation of method once is enough. Interface A, interface B. Now, this is inheriting. That is why we have used implements. A class cannot implement two interfaces that have methods with the same name but different return type. You can see this. Variable name conflicts can be resolved by interface name. Here we have an interface A, interface B with the same variables. Then we have another class which is implementing A and B. Reference to X is ambiguous. Both variables are X. So we are using interface name to resolve the variable. Let us have a look at advantages of interface in Java. Advantages of using interfaces are as follows. Without bothering about the implementation part, we can achieve the security of implementation. In Java, multiple inheritance is not allowed. However, you can use interface to make use of it, as you can implement more than one interface. This is all about interfaces in Java. In our next chapter, we are going to work with abstract class and interface. As we have seen that in abstract class, we cannot create objects. We do not define the methods. We only declare the method. The same is happening with Java. So in our next chapter, we are going to study the comparative structure of abstract class and interface.